Hello, Business 635 students. This is Professor Hassey. Week 7 introduction video to our work this week on Monday evening at 6 o'clock. Our theme this week, strategies that drive capital decision making. We're going to be continuing our discussion of the Electrics Incorporated case. We're going to be talking about our articles that we read last week, and I'll have a couple of comments on that in just a minute. And we're going to be talking about another alternative strategy to capital decision making, and that's leasing. The ability to lease assets instead of paying for them. What's the advantage? I'm sure many of you have leased or rented an apartment. Many of you maybe lease or rent your cars, automobiles, maybe furniture, maybe electronics. And also I'm sure some of you work for companies that hire temporary workers from temp agencies where you're basically leasing people. These are new strategies that have been developing in the last few years in capital financing because of an alternative to paying out and borrowing money to purchase assets. Why not lease them? We're going to be talking about that this evening. All pointing to case number 3, which will be distributed tomorrow evening, due on Sunday, July 26th. Case number 3 will be a capital budgeting risk analysis, a final practice from our discussions the last couple of weeks, and is a practice for the Electrics Incorporated case. One of the articles we'll be discussing tomorrow evening is a refresher on net present value. What are the good and bad qualities of doing a net present value analysis of a capital investment? Why some companies choose net present value and not in their analysis of capital projects. How does that relate to your capital strategy or your management strategy of decision making? We'll talk about that. Another article we'll discuss in regards to capital decision making is the balanced scorecard method. Some of you might have never heard of this before, but I'm sure some of you have heard of SWOT analysis. Another way of doing a SWOT analysis for a management performance strategy decision making is called a balanced scorecard. This is one of the preferences I like with the balanced scorecard. It gives you a better perspective of financial aspects of your decision strategies. So we're going to take a look at the balanced scorecard analysis. And finally, we're going to look at the article, How to Implement a New Strategy Without Disrupting Your Organization. I'm sure many of you at some point in your career with your companies have been involved in a change of strategy of your business, either in personnel, in financing, in marketing, and sometimes that causes quite a disruption in the organization. It causes a lot of ill feelings, lack of loyalty, disrespect amongst certain individuals. And how do you avoid that? How do you make strategy and make changes in your organization, especially in relative to capital financing, without screwing things up or disrupting your organization? A very important article, and we'll take a look at that tomorrow evening. So as you can see, a kind of an interesting discussion tomorrow night in week number 7, talking about decision making, strategy, different philosophies and different ways of going about it. And also we're going to be looking at the definition of a specific strategy called leasing. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow evening. Any questions or concerns, please let me know. I have now posted all the grades to the case number 2, and the solution interpretation is also posted in the case number 2 file folder. Thanks everybody. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Adios.